Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this new daily current affairs session and today we'll discuss important questions for the day 7th of September 2020. So these are set of 10 important questions and you can take a note of all the important information delivered here. So we will first start with the words of the day part. There are total 5 words that will help to boost your vocabulary and let us get into the session. The first word with us is redound. It means contribute greatly to a person's credit or honor. The Hindi meaning for this word is sahayata karna. The synonyms are advance and help. The antonyms are hindrance and blockage. So the sentence that can be formed here is his latest diplomatic effort will redound to his credit. Second word is primordial. It means existing at or from the beginning of time. The Hindi meaning is prarambhik. The synonyms are primeval and rudimentary. The antonyms are subordinate and final. The sentence that can be formed is these are the signs of primordial oceans. Third word is conundrum. It means a confusing and difficult problem or question. The Hindi meaning is paheli. Synonyms are riddle and enigma. The antonyms are comfort and illustrate. So the sentence that can be formed for this word is one of the most difficult conundrums for the experts. Fourth word is rejuvenate. It means make someone or something look or feel better, younger or more vital. Hindi meaning for this word is फिर से युवा करना. Synonyms are refresh and revitalize. Antonyms are damage and destroy. So the sentence that can be formed for this word is a bit to rejuvenate the town center. Fifth and the last word is conciliation. It means the action of mediating between two disputing people or groups. Hindi meaning is samadhan. The synonyms are placation and reunion. The antonyms are disagreement and animosity. The sentence that can be formed for this word is he held his hands up in a gesture of conciliation. So that's all for the words of the day. We are moving to the questions of the day part now. First question is scientists from which one of the following institutes have developed a neural based, machine learning based, you can say, practical approach for automatic interpretation of 3D seismic data? Answer is option B, Wadia Institute of Himalayan Geology. So for this new observation, they have developed a new attribute called meta attribute. Okay, I'm writing as MA. It is meta attribute. So this Wadia Institute of Human Geology team prepared the meta attributes following supervised neural learning, also called as machine learning. ML is the acronym for this. So where computing systems are trained under the guidance of a human analyst. So this work is important step towards the application of machine learning to address geological problems and looks promising in understanding complex geological process in an active mountain belt such as the Himalayas. Okay, which one of the following has released draft data empowerment and protection architecture DEPA? Answer is option B, Niti Aayog. So Niti Aayog stands for National Institution for Transforming India. It was formed on 1st of January 2015. Okay, and the chairperson is the president, the Prime Minister of India, and that is Shri Narendra Modi. The CEO of Niti Aayog is Amitabh Kant, and the Vice President is Rajiv Kumar. Moving on to the questions, this the detailed version of the question. So this basically promotes greater user control in data sharing. I'm talking about the data empowerment and protection architecture DEPA. So it promotes user control on data sharing. That the reforms is done by operationalizing a regulatory, institutional, and technology design for secure data sharing. Also, the consent managers will be appointed and they will be working to protect data rights and also open APIs. We recently talked about the open API of Arogya Setu. In this also open APIs creation will be done, and this this DEPA will be implemented by some institutions like RBI, then your SEBI, and then IRDAI, PFRDA, and the Ministry of Finance, Central Ministry of Finance. So some bills made on this, you can say, provided the way for the formation of data empowerment and protection architecture. So they were like the first one, you can say, Supreme Court judgment on the fundamental right to privacy in 2017. Second one, you can say, Personal Data Protection Bill 2019. Third one, you can say, the Justice Sri Krishna Committee Report 2018. And the fourth and the last one is RBI Master Direction on NBFC Account Aggregators 2016. So application of this DEPA includes, or you can say, may be used in financial sector, then telecom sector, government department, and then healthcare, skilling. Also, this data sharing and data privacy is a matter of concern on global level also. Like some countries are working on this, you can say UK, Australia, China, USA, and European Union are constantly working on this issue. Moving on to the third question: which one of the following NGOs has released the State of the Young Child in India report? Answer is option D, mobile crutches. So in this report, Young Child Outcomes Index, also called YCOI, and the Young Child Environment Index, which is called YCEI. So I talked about two, that is YCOI and YCEI. So YCOI stands for Young Child Outcomes Index, and YCEI stands for Young Child Environment Index. So these are parts of this State of the Young Child in India report. So in YCOI, Kerala, Goa, Tripura, Tamil Nadu, and Mizoram have topped the list in the recently released list, that is State of the Young Child in India report, and Assam, Meghalaya, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar have scored below the country's average. Okay, and the overall India score for this YCOI, that is Young Child Outcomes Index, is 0.585 on a scale of 0 to 1. Moving on to the definition of this, so this index actually measures health, nutrition, and cognitive growth of children in the age group of 0 to 6 years, and within the help of indicators such as infant mortality rate, you can say structuring and net attendance at primary school levels. Whereas this YCEI, so YCEI, I told again, it stands for Young Child Environment Index. So it helps to understand the you can say policy and environment enablers that influence a child's well-being, and it uses 5 policy enablers for the index. So in this, Kerala, Goa, Sikkim, Punjab, and Himachal Pradesh have secured the top positions, and the 8 states I mentioned for the YCOI have also performed poorly in this YCEI. So the overall score of India in this YCEI was 0.672. Fourth question is, consider the following statements about Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO. So first one is, it was formed in the year 2000 and headquartered at Shanghai, China. Second one is, it has 8 members and 4 observer states. Third one is, it has 2 permanent bodies, SCO Secretariat and the Executive Committee of the Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure, RATS. Fourth one is, India joined SCO in the year 2016. Question is, which of the above statement is false? So you can pause the video here and you can reread the statements listed here. Answer is option, you can say, okay, answer is option D, 1 and 4 only. So this SCO was formed in the year 2001 and its headquarters is in Beijing and not Shanghai. The fourth statement is also false. India joined SCO in the year 2017. So the 8 members of this SCO are India, Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Russia, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. I'm again repeating the members. They are India, Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Russia, and then Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. And the four observer states as mentioned in the second statement, the four observer states here refers to the countries, and they are Afghanistan, Belarus, Iran, and Mongolia. And this SCO secretariat is in Beijing, and the headquarter of this regional anti-terrorist structure RATS is in Tashkent. So recently, Indo-China defense minister level meet happened on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization (SCO) defense minister meeting in Moscow, Russia on 4th of August 2020. So where they discuss about peace and prosperity, terrorism, and talks on the regional situation of neighboring countries of India. Fifth question is, which one of the following countries will be hosting the BRICS joint exhibition titled Bonding Regions and Imagining Cultural Synergies in 2021? Answer is option B, India. So the delegates from cultural, or you can say culture ministries of the BRICS nation, such as they are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, participated in the fifth meeting of BRICS Culture Ministers meeting through video conferencing under the chairpersonship of Russian Federation. And the discussions in this meeting were on impact of COVID-19 on cultural sphere and possible implementation of joint cultural online projects within the BRICS nation. So the suggestions given by India in the meeting were, first you can say digitization possibilities on in BRICS nation. Second one was opening a BRICS corner proposed to be inaugurated during India's BRICS presidency in the year 2021, and the current presidency is of Russia, in the year 2020. And third one is this joint exhibition titled Bonding Regions and Imagining Cultural Synergies in 2021. So BRICS stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This in 2001, note that this year 2001, British economist Jim O'Neill coined the term BRIC, that is BRIC. Okay, so the BRIC group was formally finalized in the year 2006. Later in the year 2010, South Africa was invited to join BRIC to make it BRICS, BRICS from BRIC. Okay. So in 2014, the creation of New Development Bank was done, which is headquartered in Shanghai, China, and this meeting was held in Brazil. I'm talking about the 2014 meeting of BRICS. Also, they signed BRICS Contingent Reserve Arrangement to provide short-term liquidity support to the members of BRICS. Sixth question is, recently the Union Ministry of Home Affairs has revised the Model Prison Manual 2016 guidelines related to payroll and furlough, under which one of the following acts does payroll and furlough are covered? Answer is option A, Prisons Act of 1894. So the revised guidelines are that the MHA has asked states to not release prisoners on parole and furlough who are considered a threat, okay, threat to the security of the state or to individuals. So let us understand that what is a parole and furlough. So parole means, or you can say it is defined as a system of releasing a prisoners with suspension of the sentence, and the release is conditional, usually subject to behavior, and requires periodic reporting to the authorities for a set period of time. If we talk about the furlough, it is similar to a parole but with some significant differences. So it is given in case of a long-term imprisonment. Okay, I'm writing as LT, long-term imprisonment, and the period of furlough granted to a prisoner is treated as remission of his sentence. Unlike parole, furlough is seen as a matter of right for a prisoner. Seventh question is, which one of the following schemes by Ministry of Rural Development is implementing the Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program SVEP? Answer is option D, DAYNRLM. So DAYNRLM stands for Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission. Okay, so this Startup Village Entrepreneurship Program SVEP is implemented by this DAY NRLM since the year 2016, and this SVEP is building rural entrepreneurs, and it has extended business support services and capital infusion to 153 blocks of 23 states. As of August 2020, if we talk about the statistics, then around 1 lakh entrepreneurs, or the you can say enterprises, are being supported, out of which 75% are managed by women. That's a great sign. Eighth question is, on which one of the following days the very first International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies will be observed? Answer is option A, 7th of September 2020, that is today. So, on December 19, 2019, during its 74th session, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the resolution to hold an International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies every year starting from 2020. So, the very first edition of this International Day of Clean Air for Blue Skies will be held today. And this invited the United Nations Environment Program, that is UNEP, to facilitate the observance of the International Day in collaboration with other relevant organizations. And then World Health Organization is working with Breathe Life partners to coordinate activities for the day. Ninth question is, which one of the following IITs have developed methods to detect and prevent the SARS-CoV-2 virus, that is coronavirus, using biointerface interactions between the virus and the surface spike protein? Answer is option B, option A, IIT Guwahati. So, according to the researchers from IIT Guwahati, the novel coronavirus is composed of inner nucleic you can say acid, which is covered with surface spike, this glycoprotein, and the engineered surface can be potentially applied for the detection as well as prevention of COVID-19 virus. 10th and the last question is, which one of the following has revised long format audit report LFAR norms with a view to improving efficacy of internal audit and risk management systems? Answer is option B, RBI. So that's all for the session, and if you think this video helped you to raise your awareness about important updates and happenings around the world, please leave a like on this video. And if you think we have to improve something, or you want to give us any suggestions, you can comment and we'll reply to it soon. And subscribe this channel for daily and important updates. So thank you very much for listening to me. Have a very good day ahead.